Why do you have eyes? Hey everybody, I'm Gardiner, the Linux Gamer, and I just played Yooka-Laylee. It's a 3D platformer developed by Platonic Games and published by Team 17. Yooka-Laylee was released for Linux April 11th, 2017. I bought this game with the help of my incredible patrons. Thanks guys, you make this possible. If you want to help this channel grow, you can pledge a monthly contribution over on Patreon, or you can hit that subscribe button. I have to be completely honest about this game. I had high hopes, but Yooka-Laylee kind of falls into an uncanny valley to me. The graphics are gorgeous, Yooka and Laylee are a fun pair and they look great, the environments are stunning, and it more or less feels the way I remember an old rare game feeling, but in HD. And then there are things like the menus, the loading screens, and the many graphical glitches I encountered that make me feel like this game is an unfinished product. I mean, the main menu is not passable in my opinion. But I don't want to get too down on the game. I just had to mark my objections. The music of Yooka-Laylee is great, reminding me of other classic Rare titles. The character movement feels pretty good too for the most part. However, I feel like the low-poly design of N64 platformers lent to a better, simpler feeling of control. Here you often find yourself getting caught on ledges or other level geometry that's there for just visual sake. Let's move on to the gameplay. The goal of Yooka-Laylee is to collect as many pages as possible. These are golden pages from a book, but that's not the only thing you have to collect. You've got to collect quills, molecules, ghostwriters, and other such MacGuffins in order to get those pages. You also have to buy moves. Yeah, moves. It's probably quite unfair of me to compare Yooka-Laylee to what I consider to be the best 3D platformer of all time, Super Mario 64, but I'm gonna. When you start Mario 64, you have all your moves. There's no artificial limitations on your progress, at least none based on your character's abilities. Unlocking each new world was its own milestone. Here, the game limits you based on which moves you know. In my opinion, there's a better way to do this. Mario 64 did it 20-something years ago. And let's talk about the levels for a moment. The game's levels are immense. When I entered Tribal Stack Tropics, I was directionless. I just started running, and eventually I found somewhere I could earn a pagey. I remember thinking to myself, this world is too big. And then when I left the world, a pagey told me that I could use it to expand the world I was just in. While the environments are truly breathtaking from a visual standpoint, there's too much going on, and there's too much aimless wandering for there to feel like I'm making any progress. Instead, I do something, collect a pagey, and then be like, oh, is that what I was supposed to do? Okay, I guess. And then there are the quizzes. Quizzes aren't fun, dude. Seriously. Let's just move on. Yooka-Laylee performs surprisingly well on my scrappy little Steam machine powered by an NVIDIA GTX 970. The game is built on Unity engine, which I found to be, well, let's just say it's not the most performant of engines, especially on Linux. There are some strange graphical glitches and weird shadow culling going on at certain points during gameplay, but overall I found Yooka-Laylee to be totally playable from a performance standpoint. By now you probably know I hate it when cutscenes are unskippable, and this game is no exception. I don't care about this game's story at all. I find the weird attempts at humor off-putting, and when the cutscenes keep pushing the terribly dated gutha character voices, I have to mute my TV. Yooka-Laylee is a game out of time, both in terms of its development cycle and its mechanics. I would have preferred a refreshing take on the 3D platformer, informed by the veteran team's experience at Rare. Instead, we have a virtual one-to-one Banjo-Tooie remake with different characters. While I had a lot of fun playing Yooka-Laylee, the list of issues and dated paint-by-numbers design left me yearning for a truly remarkable 3D platformer. Maybe a more streamlined, updated sequel to Yooka-Laylee will be what I'm looking for, but if you enjoy those classic Rare platformers of yore, give this one a shot. It's available for Linux through the Humble Store, GOG, and Steam. Links are in the description. Have you played Yooka-Laylee? Was I too hard on it? Let me know in the comments or on Twitter at The Linux Gamer. You might consider supporting videos like this over on Patreon. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you hit that subscribe button for more from me, The Linux Gamer. And as always, thanks for watching. Well, I had a lot of fun playing Banjo... I just did that.